Hey, welcome to episode 51 of Piss Magazine. I'm Tanner from Piss Magazine.
Stone Fox, Detroit, American Death Camp.
And we were just talking about our trip to the pool hall the other day.
Oh, yeah, the color of money.
The color, yeah.
Which we've been living in our real lives.
Yeah, we've, we go outside sometimes. It's not just work and play for us.
Yeah, I'll give you the Tom Cruise role if I can be Paul Newman. Yes,
I mean,
I'll be the Fast City.
Fine. I'll be handsome younger, but you can be handsome longer. That's fine.
Yeah, but we're both talented.
Yes.
That's the whole thing.
That's the takeaway.
Yes.
But, God, I don't know. I've had a real, hair up my ass to go, play pool. And so we did. Yeah. And Emmett beat me to the hall, and he was like, dude, he texted me. He's like, dude, you can vape in here. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure you can stab people in there.
Yeah, can you believe that? I mean, the stabbing, of course, but the vaping? Our liberties are being stripped every day. And I'm able to vape in these places? I mean, that's incredible to me.
Dude, what did that lady say to you when you were like, can I vape in here? She's like...
Well, no, I didn't even ask her that. I was like, is there an area outside that I need to... You have a little square marked off that I need to vape away from the door? And she was like, oh, no, honey, you can vape in here. And I was like, whoa. And she's like, yeah, we'd all go crazy if we couldn't vape in here. And I was like, I believe that.
Dude, there was one time I went to that pool hall, and there's a bunch of motherfuckers in red standing outside. I'm walking in with a buddy of mine who's like a doctor of virology. Yeah. He's got a beard. He's in his mid-30s. He looks very respectable. But I'm wearing a brown,
unlike me, a man in his 30s with a beard who doesn't look respectable.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just... It's not that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just you're 5 to 6 years younger than him.
Thank you. I'm glad that you noticed that I'm youthful.
And, we're walking towards this door, and there's, there's a group of youths hanging outside, all color-coordinated and shit. One of them yells, take off that damn hat! Take off that damn hat! I'm infringing on gang territory.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, dude, I don't like red team, blue team shit when it's in politics. I don't like it at the fucking pool hall.
Oh, yeah.
But...
Well, especially in our area, I feel like that's a little redundant, too.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you're from out of town.
Yeah, you're obviously the sore thumb sticking out here.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, dude, you brought your Chicago, St. Louis mentality to where I live, which is like, dude, if there are white people in street gangs here, and they're the popular gangs, so sure, perhaps I am a white Crip, but you have to read the fucking room. And his buddy was smarter and probably lived here longer. He like tapped him on the chest,
yeah,
dude, that's a white
act like you've been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make it notice that you're a city boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the fuck out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's some rules to the pool hall that I know that I'll learn the hard way that I don't know yet.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they stuck us in a corner so we could break our own rules and nobody notices.
Yes, that was
which is perfect to me. I'm glad to be concealed and everything. I think we were too intimidating. That's probably why she was like, we need to get these guys somewhere more private for all eyes in the room are on them.
Dude, I think
felt that way.
They see two young men. We each had a Bud Light.
Yes.
the drink of drunks.
A shot of Jägermeister, and we're sledgehammer breaking into every game.
What was also really funny?
We're disrupting the scene at the pool hall.
They were so. By the way, they're not stretched thin at the pool hall. Just everyone is either gacked out or not paying attention. Emmett ordered 4 drinks.
Yes, I did.
Expensive drinks, and comparatively to a $3 beer.
Oh yeah.
And at the end of the night, the lady was like, "You just had 2 beers, right?" And you were like, I'm going to take that.
Of course. I didn't even question it.
And I was like, yeah, 2 beers.
You just lean into the, my $30 tab ended up being like $6.50. That's how you do it, everybody.
That's how you fucking do it.
Yes. People make a mistake. And she even said something like, oh, the day lady did this thing. And I was like, I'm glad.
I'm really glad the day lady is a fuck up.
She was ready to get out of there, dude. Once 7 o'clock hit, she was like, I need to. She did disappear too.
I'll tell you what, those cats that work there have the coolest break ever. Mm-hmm. There was this what I thought was a lesbian couple playing pool, and they just turned out to be 2 line cooks that worked there.
Oh yeah, that's a good. You get to do a little recreation.
Yeah.
On your break time from throwing in the deep fried catfish.
It's like working at Google, except everyone has melanomas on their ears.
Yeah. They might have the same benefits too.
Yeah, they might.
Google in the pool hall, I bet they do.
Dude, man, so I signed up for a fucking day job, right?
Yeah.
I conscripted myself into the workforce.
Yeah, you said fuck the Weather Channel.
Fuck the Weather Channel.
I want to be more of a simple man.
I want to be more of a simple man.
Yeah, blue collar guy.
And Yeah, I was like, man, I keep climbing up on. My last job when I was just doing contracts and stuff was like arguably a lot more blue collar,
Yeah.
but only occasionally. Like, but it was like the blue collar aspects were like asking squatters to leave, and
that can be dangerous too.
super dangerous. It
I
was
bet.
fucking scary.
Were you strapped when you did those kind of things, or were you?
I would walk in
going
with
in bare?
with a big metal pole, and I would knock it on every solid surface.
Oh,
I
you're
would-
going in walking tall.
Yeah, and I would yell,
Buford Pusser over here, everybody.
"I'm not the law, but you need to get the fuck out." That's what I would say every time I entered.
You need to just tell them you are the law, okay? The law of the land.
No, because if you say they're the law, like squatters are
Oh,
smart now.
law enforcement. Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah, you
No,
don't
I
wanna-
am the law,
you
but I'm
do-
not
yes,
law enforcement.
Yes, you don't want to present yourself as something that you're not. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. In that sense.
Well, and also because like, dude, squatters have weird things they can say that make it not a police issue, but like a court issue.
Yeah.
So like, if you're squatting somewhere and someone comes in and they're like, "Hey, you have to get the fuck out of my property. You're squatting here," and you say, "Yep, I'm squatting here," they can kick you the fuck out. There was this one dude who took him like 3 weeks to get his squatters out. I shot this house a couple of times, and they pictures of the house a couple of times, and they would, when the police came, they'd say, "Hi, we're living here as a family unit." There's just like 10 people there. It's like a flop house.
God.
And since they were coached to say the words family unit, like it had to go to court.
I like how well researched all the squatters are too.
Yeah, I mean they got cell phones now.
Oh yeah, they do. They get from the PCS mobile.
Yeah, I mean,
Getting on the YouTube.
Do you remember when
Probably
they?
TikTok. They're learning all this.
I know that at some point, I don't think the Trump administration had started yet, but they were still giving out free cell phones, the Obama phones. Do you remember?
They did do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot all about that.
They should
Yeah.
probably do that again. Like, you can't do dick without a cell phone.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's considered a basic human right now.
Yeah,
Right?
in the
Isn't that?
EU,
Yeah.
yeah, access to the internet, and I don't know about cell phones, but
We need to add driving to that, so they can when they start, making us pay all these ridiculous fines and everything. They're not like, this is a privilege.
yeah,
You
the privilege to travel, so it doesn't take 3 months to get
It's like,
to
dude,
fucking.
I need to get to work before I lose my fucking home.
Yeah,
What do you mean a privilege, dude? Trust me, I understand. I respect it. Okay.
dude, I applied to sort of like a big chain, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a manager at a big chain. I felt that seemed nice.
Yeah, you're managerial type. I was telling you about this.
Oh, I mean,
You know?
yeah, and
You're doing so much production and everything, and you are kind of managing acts and everything. It goes right up your alley.
But dude, I applied to I'd been looking for work that wasn't what I was doing for like a month or more, like probably 2 months.
Yeah.
And this was the first place where I walked. I applied to 50 locations because they have that many. They have thousands.
I'm surprised it's that low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in this area.
Well,
Yeah.
I kept the search to 25 miles. So, but I was like, damn, I really hope they don't ask me to fucking commute way out to the fucking boonies. And
Hour and a half drive time.
oh, you're right,
2 hour drive time both ways. Oh my god.
but
People do that.
People do that. Like, no, there was this girl, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm only working here for a few more weeks, and then, I'm from insert city here, which is like an hour away." And I thought she was insane. I was like, "How long have you been working here?" And she's like,
Yeah.
3 years. And I'm like, "And you commute from insert name here every day?" She's like, "No, I'm moving back."
Oh.
I was like, "Oh."
No, I've worked around people like that. I used to work with teachers, and there were some teachers that lived about maybe 3 hours away, and they would do that every day.
Wow.
Okay, yes. So I was like, I can't imagine how early they have to leave. Like 3 in the morning, maybe.
Dude,
Leaving to go to work, and then they're staying a couple hours after their shift is over.
just to beat traffic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, so the worst traffic I've ever had in my life was when I was living in the Seattle area.
Oh, I can imagine that.
But it was the most I ever enjoyed traffic. Because you can just sit in your car.
Radio playing,
Podcasting.
That's when it really becomes religious.
Yeah.
A religious experience.
Yes. Oh no, you get the vape pen going,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
just set. Like, you're like, I hope
I'd
I'm
have
right.
multiple vape batteries that I got to charge on cycles. You know what I mean? So I could sit through an episode of The Stern Show.
Have you Googled how to dispose of these properly yet?
I do know that there are places that have recycle programs.
Okay.
So you collect them up, you just take them there, and then they take them to some third-party place where they break them down for parts. That supposedly, that's the whole thing with that. Because obviously I'm going to ask, like, well, what does that place do with them? You know, they watch them just be throwing them in the dumpster.
Dude, I've thought. So, like, if podcasting doesn't fucking work out for me, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a day job guy. I'll have to be self-employed my whole life. But
You're an artist.
I'm an artist and a businessman. I like to make things. And electronic recycling is one of those businesses that is not going away. It will just get bigger. Like, if you're like, I'm not creative, but I don't want to work for anybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Waste management, recycling. Waste management's kind of a racket, like, especially in big cities, but every small town south of the Mason-Dixon, they don't have a proper landfill in their area. Like, there's so many towns I've been to, specifically in like Arkansas, Tennessee, some parts of Oklahoma, where the whole town takes all their trash out to one big dumpster. And this dumpster is never empty. It's all full up. And I think the city can only afford to maybe haul it out once a month. And if they don't do that, they just light it on fire.
Oh, they do that. They burn the garbage.
Oh, dude.
Oh, they're doing the military fire pits.
Yeah, dude. And
The burn pits is what I should say. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. What was? And wasn't that what caused Gulf War syndrome? Or am I thinking?
Dude, apparently it's been causing a lot of issues and a lot of diseases and cancers for who knows how long we've been doing the burn pits. So.
Oh my, dude, how hard is it?
It's for security, intelligence, and security and everything. That's the whole reasoning behind the burn pits. So.
Did you see that guy who made a blood printer?
No.
He was like, blood is only 38 cents per milliliter.
He's using printer ink.
Yeah, printer ink is 60 cents per milliliter. He has like a whole bit, and then he shows this photo of where he like hooked an IV into his arm and into a printer cartridge, and like printed out blood is cheaper than ink. And like, it was like kind of a badass little demonstration.
At least he's not consuming it. He's not breaking one of the ancient sacrileges. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently printer ink is more expensive than gasoline, gold, platinum, all by weight.
I didn't know that.
It's all about how it's packaged, man. It's like a Fabergé egg is...
fuck the precious metals.
Yeah, a Fabergé egg is some precious metals, but it's not a damn thing unless it's wrapped up in an egg and kept in an Orthodox church or at the Tsar's palace, you know? Dude.
It's worth its weight in gold.
Dude, I was having a fun week researching religion, and not in the way I normally do. I normally stick to the cult stuff.
Yeah, you've been on a big kick with this.
Yeah, because you know, when I get like I was kind of in a rut for a few weeks before I was like, fuck, I need a day job, dude. I literally have too much fucking free time.
Yeah, you're getting that artist boredom thing.
Yeah, totally. And I was try to channel into something productive, like making more money for, you know, the network and shit. So,
yeah, you're doing something productive as if you're not producing like 10 shows already full time. I've got too much time on my hands.
It's weird. Like, dude, I feel lazy. Like, if I have a couple of days of watching TV and not doing anything, my body's like rejecting it. It's like, you need to go make up something to do, shoot a sketch.
Dude, I feel that way when I'm scrolling through the shorts and the reels and everything. I gotta remind myself, you're doing work. You're doing research for the show, okay? You're not just sitting here blindly and taking in all this bullshit content. You're doing something.
Yeah, you know, hey, if you're a fan of Piss Magazine and you're a fan of Emmett's, you might not know that he has a show called American Death Camp that you can get on Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah, we're not exclusive to YouTube anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad. But, yeah, of course.
It's a great, like, clips roundup show. Covers some stuff that you or I would never find on our own, but is damn entertaining.
Internet pop culture.
Yeah, some niche influencers that are like pretty entertaining.
Oh yeah, it's very D&E level celebrities.
I guess we should give a shout out to Indonesia, right?
Yeah, they've been. I'm not sure if they've moved over integrated to Piss Magazine yet.
We have a few. We have like, I don't know, maybe a dozen people.
Yeah,
I was
going over the YouTube analytics, and it used to be United States up here. We're always number one. Go figure that. And then Canada. And then now, the last couple of weeks, it's been Indonesia. They're literally over half of our audience is Indonesia. which I thought was really interesting.
It'd be so cool that for some reason, we have to do some international tour with you.
I'd be down for that, dude.
That'd be so cool.
Oh, yeah. You know, there was a weird thing like 10 years ago. I was into a lot of pop punk bands, and for some reason they had this weird thing too with Indonesia, that they had insane fandom over there, and they were just clamoring for these bands that are very niche in rock music to go over there. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like my version of that.
They must be
very
like
interesting.
A pretty like open Muslim nation, and like so it's like when you know, like Russia lessened
There's
up
nothing to do. They're consuming all this media.
Oh yeah, slowly transitioning into a industrial service economy.
Yeah.
We're going to run out of places to... I was thinking about this, man, where it's like tomorrow you could have fully automated McDonald's, fully automated gas station, and that would be fine. It would work completely okay. The only problem is that you would have to immediately implement universal basic income.
Uh-oh.
And so I realized, like, is the only reason we're working because it's a slower bleed on the billionaires, and it gives them, or whoever has capital in whatever business you're working in, so that it just slows the bleed and then gives them the opportunity, the time to exploit something so they can actually build up their reserves more.
Oh, yes. Because I definitely believe that. Every action us plebs do, they're rubbing their hands. You know, whether it's, getting credit cards, or some bullshit insurance, like getting, pet insurance and stuff. There's all kinds of infrastructures to do with the plebes that is definitely adding to the billionaires doing the bleeding.
It's crazy. Because, like, dude, I have a very minimal, I have a working knowledge of, like, basic robotics and, like, hardware programming.
Yeah.
I'm not a genius. I've read a little bit about systems theory, and I'm just thinking, we don't need to be doing these jobs. We should all just be repairing robots. Like, dead ass, why do we have back problems? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like having someone pour your coffee for you is a useless waste of everyone's time.
Oh, you're about to slip into the AI is bad territory.
I guess you could. I mean,
a little bit.
I think it's, but that's the thing, is it doesn't need to be artificially intelligent. It could be damn near mechanical.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you could you know how, like, you had cigarette vending machines?
Oh yeah, that don't exist anymore. That's a thing of the past for sure.
Make them hot and fill them with hamburgers.
There you go.
Like, boom, that's a McDonald's. Like, you don't need to be. There's this cycle where you go to McDonald's because it's the only fucking thing available, and the person's mad and you're mad, and it's this big feedback loop that makes everyone's life worse.
Everyone's mad to be there.
Everybody,
even you. They're trying to serve smiles,
and you're over there like, no.
You're pissed off. Yeah.
I just want my nuggets. I'm thinking, man, it's like there's nothing stopping us from just being like fully automated. In fact, I don't understand why newer companies don't just start out that way. Like, when they're raising capital, like they work in a workforce budget, and I'm like, why don't you just build robots? Like, it just seems like the most simple fucking conclusion. Why are you still hiring humans? They're worse at the job.
You need to link up with Elon.
I mean, maybe. I would love that.
We'll produce him a podcast.
Dude, it would, the second we get out of a basement into a studio.
A solar-powered studio.
It's
all powered by AI and robots.
Dude, I saw like a picture of, I saw like a non-production still, a non-promotional image of a Cybertruck, and someone had put their bike in the back of it, and they couldn't fit a mountain bike in the back of it.
Oh no!
And I'm like, dude, this is like, you can haul shit in an El Camino.
Yeah,
you can't haul
it's
dick.
Got a bed. Oh no!
You can't haul dick in that fucking 4-foot bed. You couldn't sleep back there if you needed to.
No, and it would look awkward if they put the bike rack on the top of the Tesla truck too.
Yeah.
Oh, very awkward. Well, they need to shorten up that windshield. Is what they need to do.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want a fucking 90-inch tall windshield that goes like over your head?
Oh yeah, in case you flip forward, that's what you want in your face is all the glass.
Oh, it's bulletproof.
Oh yeah.
Unless you throw metal or stone at it.
Or a baseball.
That was so funny.
You see, yeah. You threw a baseball.
They had a steel baseball forged.
It was steel? Oh,
yeah, it was steel. And they were like, it was the debut of the Cybertruck. And they were like, look at how strong our windows are. And it fucking shatters this fucking window.
Do we have the power to show that?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
show
we
that?
absolutely do.
We do clip.
Okay, so we have the clip pulled up. I'm invisible because we're using the Death Camp set right now.
Yes, he's ghosted.
But here we go.
Franz, could you try to break this glass, please?
Come on, Franz.
Give it your best shot.
I do like that tail light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, parts of it are sort of interesting to
It's
look
a
at.
Halo 3 vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a warthog.
Oh my fucking god. Well,
Okay, not a full-on shatter,
maybe that was a little too hard.
but
They need to do it with a guy with smaller biceps, for one.
yeah. No, that guy, he pitched in junior college.
Yes.
Dude,
AA baseball guy here.
I fucking man, baseball. Baseball is one of those things where it's like, when's that gonna go?
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna. I honestly don't even know how MLB is generating billions. They could be in the red. I mean, they could be in the red for all I know. Really.
Yeah. Unless you're in like elementary and middle school, who's going to the batting cages?
That's true. I mean, I've thought about it recently. We've talked about
Yeah, we
going-
talked about it,
about
yeah.
just going there and blowing off steam
You're
and
like,
shit.
well, you even asked me, like, do those exist here? I was like, yes, they do, actually.
It's
Surprisingly.
that would be so fucking rad. Because I don't know if you know this about me, man. I can switch hit.
Okay.
Actually, pretty decent at ball growing up, from what I remember.
Oh, did you play a little bit?
No,
Ah.
it's just the only thing you can do
Mm-hmm.
where we live is play baseball in a field
Yeah.
until your mom lets you watch TV. See, that's the thing. My mom didn't want me to be raised by TV, but she didn't exactly have a surrogate parent lined up. So I went outside. And I would like shoot hoops by myself, or I'd play baseball.
Yeah,
it's
you
like-
did do those things, but you were like, I had to do it alone.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, same.
Like I lived on a street with like one other kid, and he was like a child of divorce. So I had a friend every other weekend and on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here and there, you had someone to play with. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, dude, it sucks growing up in a neighborhood with no kids. You seem like you grew up around bad neighborhood kids.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you have some bad influences.
Every summer, it was a different group of kids because everyone was always moving in and out.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
There was a couple mainstay children that hung around. It's a couple legacy neighborhood kids, but oh yeah, new kids every summer. It was nice. I kind of liked the diversity.
My buddy Carter, his house just kind of was sort of like a flop house. Like
okay.
we were all teenagers.
Yeah.
Like his mom just kind of didn't give a shit. So I'd go in there,
Yep.
and sometimes it'd just be him and I hanging out, but most of the time it would be like 8 or 12 of us. And we're all just smoking blunts. And I'm like, I guess if we were outside, we'd be doing crime. I don't know.
Yeah, or just the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
You just have to be trying to find somewhere to hide to
Yeah.
smoke your blunts. That was half of the adventure was trying to hide to do these crimes.
I wonder if anyone on my little circuit of apartment complexes and motel parking lots ever caught on to me and my, like, I had like one buddy after school for like 2 years we would just meet up with, and we'd smoke until like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
From just like 3 to 10, just get high. And then
You're saying you wonder if anybody ever caught on.
Yeah, 'cause-
knew what you guys were doing. Yes, definitely. You think when you're that age, you're getting away with all this stuff. People just don't give a shit.
yeah.
People have bigger things to do. They're just like, oh, they're just being kids.
And you don't realize that. And what's crazy to me, man, is in my adult life, teenagers don't exist.
Yeah.
We did a really good job with public school. We just keep them in that fucking building. I don't see them, smell them. I don't have to look at them.
Oh yeah, yeah. If anything, I see kids that are supposed to be in elementary school out all the time because I'm out. My job is traveling a lot all over the city, and I see all these kids, and I'm like, you're not old enough to be riding a skateboard and graffitiing anything. What are you doing out of school?
Yeah,
You know?
man, what is that? Because I always wonder, man.
Maybe there's more homeschool going on. Oh, actually, that kind of makes sense. Within the last few years, people are like, we're going to take it upon ourselves to do some online courses, I'm sure.
Well, and I kind of think highly of homeschooling. If you're competent to do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to say that that's a bad thing,
No, but
Parents are trying to be protective.
yeah, but I do know that like homeschooling is definitely gonna have a different flavor now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I don't know what it was, man, but like you could meet someone who's homeschooled until they were 16 or maybe all the way through high school, and then they go to like a Bible college or something.
Mm.
They come out, they're still pretty normal.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if you're getting homeschooled by your QAnon mom, or your
and then the only peer interaction they're having is with crazies on Minecraft when they stop doing their schooling. They're going on the interweb to meet friends. That's gonna have some effect, I'm sure.
Oh, dude, I there's so many people who I've met. I'm like, your life path was severely altered by someone you spoke to on the internet.
Yeah.
I say this as someone whose life path was severely altered by things he saw on the internet.
Yeah. A lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare lobbies really changed my life. Grand Theft Auto 4 lobbies. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I don't know. You know what sucks, man? I feel like I'm growing out of being mean, being fun. I think which sucks.
I get that. We're getting older.
I hate it. I don't even want people I disagree with to like be upset with where they're at in life.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a hard task. Like, but I had to do this.
We both come from backgrounds where we enjoy and get off on pushing the envelope.
Yes.
You know, and we're kind of getting out of that a little bit. We're closing the door on that.
A little bit where it's just like, you know what? It's like the envelope I want to push isn't upsetting a single person.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the things that we're upsetting people with are fucking very minuscule and petty. So it's like, why am I even taking a shot on that?
No, seriously. You know, I don't really have a hill I want to die on right now. Like, there's nothing.
I just don't want to die.
I just don't want to die. That's largely we live in the fear times right now.
Yeah, we do. Very fear mongering time, fear and hate mongering time.
Yeah,
we don't subscribe to that.
No, I'm happy. I'm keeping out of it, dude. Like, really, I don't feel like pressured to do anything socially the way I did in like 2018.
Yeah,
where it was like, you need to act now or society will be irrevocably damaged and no one will ever smile again.
Yeah, FOMO on that kind of level is very existentially like draining and depressing.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like if you're not a part of something or doing something like that, you're just like, you're going to go fucking crazy, dude.
Well, and then like you look at the people telling you that, and it's just every one of them's a dickhead with a group that they want you to kick money into. And it's like, oh, it's all a fucking ride, baby. It's all just, you know, people trying to get theirs and work as little as possible.
It's a very mean-spirited way to tug on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
You know? Usually people do it to get you to be sad or something, and they're just trying to like anger you. And then make some money off of it a little bit too. Get some attention.
I think it's weird that we bully people we disagree with. I think I find that to be strange. I do wish we could sort of have a return to form for like debate. I know that's super lame to say.
Oh
but
yeah,
like, frankly,
if you say something that somebody is disagreeing with, like toward their argument, they go right to like saying something about your appearance or your money.
Right.
Yeah. Very which are cheap shots.
Cheap shots, and then I feel like it's okay to make those shots because people are making them.
Yeah. It's like once they've opened that door, you're like, well, then I'm allowed to fucking do this, and it's more like we should just be shutting that down. Yeah, completely.
Yeah, dude. So I kind of did a dickhead move, dude. Like I hope
you.
Yeah, man.
You come on.
You're gonna make me sound like a dickhead. I got
never, Tanner. Come on.
I got bad customer service.
Whoa.
And
from a place.
Yeah, from a place.
Okay.
I went to a vape store, dude. I bought this vape. And like,
dude, they're usually really sweet and
very
nice.
attentive.
Oh yeah. Their product knowledge is usually off the wall, you know.
And so I fucking get this kid, and he like rolls over to where I'm at. And I'm like, oh, you got a board back there? He like doesn't even like look up.
Oh no.
And I'm like, yeah, can I get a Mr. Fogg?
He's on Heelys.
He's on a skateboard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we could have had a 10-minute conversation about that skateboard, motherfucker, but you want to be rude.
Yeah. He's too busy for you.
He's too busy looking at the back of his fucking eyelids and looking through his bangs at fat tittied women. But like he like, I said hello. I was like, hey, can I check out? Like I thought he was either slow or on drugs or something. And I leave. I'm just bothered. So I call the store and I'm like, hey, dude. And I get the guy. And I'm like, hey, you know you work at a store, right? Like you sell things.
Hey, at least he had enough confidence to answer the phone.
The second time I called.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. As soon as I gave him a break there. I'm disappointed by him now. We're about to call him here on the show. Ream him live here on Piss Magazine.
That would be so fucking funny. Like, dude,
we'd have to tell him that we're recording him on a podcast.
No, we don't.
You know,
we live in a one-party consent state.
Oh,
yeah. You can just record phone calls without permission
here. Oh man, I'm about to start causing some trouble now. We were just saying we didn't want to do any lowbrow stuff anymore. I'm about to. I'm about to start. I'm scheming here. I'm thinking of all kinds of things I want to do.
Well, see, that's the thing. I feel like I would feel better about it. Like, there's some of the higher level pranks we have planned and shit.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'd feel a lot better about that if we could give someone $3,000.
Yeah. So it doesn't feel like we're just like,
pulling their pants down and laughing at their dick.
Yeah, poking them in the eye and giggling about it. It's real Three Stooges is what it feels like doing some of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I get that. It feels like more like slapstick comedy. When it's the easy cheap shot stuff again.
Well, you know what I was kind of realizing is like we're getting to a size where, in theory, we could do some Jackass style shit.
Yeah.
That might be entertaining.
Oh, we got Mr. Wincock now. I'm sure he would be down to do some of that.
Yeah, and fucking Allah is pretty cool. Like, we have kind of a stuntier. He said he wanted to. I was talking to Paul about the sketch we're writing, and he said he wanted to shoot it Jackass style, and I thought he meant like stylistically.
Yeah.
Like keep it, kind of flat, documentary style. And he was like, no, I just really want to hurt myself doing skateboarding tricks. And I'm like, dude.
He's going to be the new Steve-O.
He might be.
He's like Gigi Allen meets Steve-O.
Yeah, he's our Gigi Allen. That's for sure. That dude's like just on another level of he like actually doesn't care about his career trajectory at this point, which is kind of nuts.
Yeah, neither did Dahmer.
Yeah, neither did Dahmer. That's why he didn't really care where that.
Neither did Eric Harris.
No, this guy's got his head screwed on pretty,
yes, that's
pretty
the
well.
most important thing.
Yeah, like that's
people forget that about artists.
About what?
They forget that about artists.
Yeah,
that they might actually be. It might be calculated a little bit more than they realize.
It's and I don't know. Like you kind of have to be in the game to know when someone's doing a bit. There's only one guy where I'm truly confused if that's his real personality or if it's a bit, and everyone told me it's his real personality. Andrew Dice Clay.
Ah, yeah.
Famous comedian, mostly did like dirty nursery rhymes and like, called women bitches. Like that was like his whole thing, was just being a misogynist. And there are people who like got into comedy because Dice Clay just made them laugh so hard. And I'm like, I watched Dice Man Cometh many times, 3 or 4 times, and not a chuckle, because like I don't get what's funny about it.
It's a generational thing.
It had to be.
Oh yeah. Well, for that time, it was very racy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very in your face kind of stuff. So they hadn't seen that kind of stuff before.
And you know what? I feel like
on that level.
Well, I mean, that's what I like about Paul. Is like he's like in your fucking face. That's what I like about how intense.
Yeah, instead of like Gigi Allen, he's like our Dice Clay.
Yeah, he's our Dice Clay, baby.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Of course.
I just want to know what to say when the media comes knocking.
Oh yeah, we'll try that out. We'll put him in front of a crowd, have him do stand up, then he can yell some things at women right to them.
He
hopefully they'll get that it's a joke.
He's a pro like bombing on purpose guy. Like he's like, I want to do, like, I don't think he's done it yet, but it's like his first set he wants to be bombing on purpose.
That's why I think it's gonna work. You know that?
Okay, tell me about that.
I do. Well, some of it's so deadpan and like it's so intense, and that's kind of how Dice Clay was. I mean, this stuff is very more virile and visceral.
Yeah, he's flamboyant, but like in a masculine way. Like he's like, oh,
yeah,
that's what I mean by flamboyant.
Yeah, look at this, hooah.
Yeah, he's like John Gotti, flamboyant.
So I feel like he's going to get on stage and he's going to say one of these things, and people are just going to be so like, I don't want to say appalled, because I feel like that's not a good representation of the reaction, but they're going to be like, I can't believe somebody would even say these things in this situation, circumstance, that they're going to find it very humorous. With his demeanor and everything. I
think he does have that opportunity to cross over into entertaining the audience, but also the real joke is for the people watching at home, like a Sam Haidt comedy set used to be.
It's somewhere in between all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I we go into a lot of theory on this show because I don't know that we interviewed him on the last episode.
I'm taken by this character, man. I'm very taken by Paul.
And I'm excited to see what he's going to do, because I know what 90% of us on Kill Podcasters are going to do. Like, we have our projects kind of lined up for the next, for 2024, like pretty much.
You're a little scheduled out.
And he's doing sort of a parallel project to that. I was like, hey, we're already writing a sketch show if you want to like write on it. And he was like, I'm writing my own right now. So no thanks, but I'll put it out through you guys. And so CCP
That
Mind
works.
Control is
Oh,
Paul's.
is that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a really good name.
Oh, dude, and he's got
I really like that.
Steinful, who's worked on World Peace 2, doing the graphics and shit. And so it's going to be solid.
Yeah, shout out Steinful, by the way.
Yeah, you familiar with this stuff? You like his shit?
Yes. We've there's been a couple interactions on X, so
That's rad. Dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I think it was weird. Today Sam Haidt was trying to get OJ Simpson on Fish Tank 2.
no way.
Yeah, he was like 30 grand, show up for one day. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I wonder if the juice is hurting for 30K that bad. He might be.
He's not really a play along kind of guy, though.
Not
like, I
at
feel
all.
like the one time somebody makes some off the cuff remark to him, he's out the door. No,
Totally.
doesn't even care. He'll just cut the ties, even if he doesn't get money. Like, he's a very like, I need respect guy, and it goes my way or like it's not happening at all.
And you would have
can't
to
take a
be
joke.
that way if you wanted to coexist in polite society and
Yeah.
everyone thinks you killed your ex-wife.
Everybody.
And here's the thing. If I ran into OJ Simpson, I'd be cool to him.
Yeah.
I've met people who have killed people before, and you know what? You just talk to them like you do anybody else. even
Yeah.
though they're
Oh, dude, I
terrifying.
saw you in that Leslie Nielsen movie. I absolutely loved it. Police Squad, dude, come on.
It's like, dude, how fun was it shooting Police Squad? The first two, not the third one, because you got arrested right after that. But
You were great in those Hertz commercials.
yeah, you know what? You're the reason my whole family wears dingo boots, OJ Simpson.
A lot of families probably because of him.
Dude, I had some music teacher who had a big heart on for fucking OJ Simpson. And
Was it because it's like a true crime kind of thing?
No,
This is before that time, huh?
yeah, well, she was she kind of was like, it's so sad that he used to be such a hero,
Yes.
and now he's, he fell from grace.
Yes.
But she was like, the one thing that OJ was really famous for, and I guess she thought these ads were sexy or funny or something, were his dingo boots ad. And I've never spoken to a single person of that age range that knows what the fuck dingo boots are.
Wow.
It's just one of these random things he was a spokesman for. It's like if you went up to a podcaster and you were like, Dollar Shave Club, right? Dollar Shave Club?
Yes,
How
yeah.
sick was your ad read, bro?
Blue Chew?
Blue
Dude,
Chew?
that was a great read.
You fucked up that ad read, bro.
Every time I think about Blue Chew, I think of you. OJ Simpson.
Man, that's...
You know what he should do? Honestly, he should lean into it a little bit. He should open like his own like McCamey Manor, where like you you try to make it through the end of 12 hours and he's chasing you around.
That would be so funny. Like he does OJ Simpson's The Most Dangerous Game Experience. He like rents an
Yes.
island. You get like maybe like a laser tag vest or it's paintball style.
Laser tag with OJ.
That would be sick. Oh God, I can't wait until someone gives us a budget. Dear God, someone give us a budget.
That's a good sketch. It's already copyrighted by
Yeah, we
Kill
wrote,
Podcasters. So
we wrote it down. We have it.
everything we say and come up with on these shows is intellectual property. Okay.
You know what's weird? That's actually how that works.
Yes. Well, that's why I'm saying it. I'm just got to remind some of the people out there before they're like, oh, I got to write this one down.
I don't know.
Stop taking notes. Okay. We're the only ones that need to take notes.
I had a thought today. It's like, you know what? I should start taking notes during movies
Yeah.
because I've been
That's also when some of us come up with our best ideas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of good ideas during movies?
Oh yeah, here and there, a lot of television shows, definitely.
What do you watch that gets you fired up? Because you've been watching a lot of reality shit recently.
A lot, I watch a lot of news.
Really?
Honestly,
Huh.
yes. Concurrent
We never
news,
talk about current
yes.
events. So.
I watch a lot of ABC World News, News Nightline too. That's where I get a lot of my jokes too.
Dude,
It's from some of that stuff to talk about.
okay.
Jesse Waters. I'm watching a lot of Jesse Waters.
Is Lester Holt still doing ABC?
No, he's NBC.
He's NBC. Okay.
Yes, he's still doing that. It's David Muir on ABC.
I don't know him.
I think you'd like him.
Dude, I that's the thing is like I would love to get back into the news because like I mean it's just like during COVID it was like impossible to like use the news to inform a decision
Yeah.
because it was like do something for 3 days nope, different. We're doing it different now.
Yes, well, because I know that they're angling a lot of stuff. That's kind of why I watch it too, because I'm like trying to bullshit detect a lot of it, and I'm like, okay, you're leaving this out. I'm calling bullshit on that, or like they do a lot of just like weird stuff too during interviews, and I'm like, why are you interviewing a child about this this mass shooting that just happened? This kid is 7 years old. You know what I mean?
It's super fucked up, and I can see
a lot of weird production decisions that they make on these news programs.
Dude, I'm so happy I don't work for the news. That was almost what I was doing full time, was going into the newsroom at 2 a.m. and like fucking editing videos and like grabbing shots and shit. And I don't want to fucking.
As interesting as a lifestyle choice that like feels like it would be, you know, like we see portrayed in like other media and stuff. No, maybe.
Yeah, what that would translate into is me never seeing my partner, or it's like we would see each other 3 hours a day.
Yeah, well, and it came off like a more like cliquey, dramatic kind of thing, like a lot of theatrics, like interpersonally with that. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like we already are like gonna perform on air and everything. Why are you guys making this a weird like high school thing?
Yeah,
no, for real.
No, the words they used when I called to follow up, where they were like, we really loved your application. You seem really fit for the job, but we looked at those samples and we just don't think you're a fit. They said we don't think you're gonna fit in around here, which is like. Yeah, you guys are all boring assholes. You work in local news.
Yeah, that's how you know that maybe you're a little too big for that aspect.
It's a weird thing
that
when
ballpark.
People tell you it's like you're too big for, like, people have told me just like leave this city like multiple times, and I'm like, I get it, but like also like if I'm the only one doing what I'm doing,
then why can't I do it here? Yeah. It doesn't make sense to just completely abandon all my faculties. Totally. If I'm one of the only ones doing this kind of shit. Yeah.
It's like, dude, I have net worth here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, just get rid of all of that, convert it into liquid cash, and
completely start over in another place where there's thousands of you.
Yes, where there's
in the same area. Yeah, that's a beautiful business plan.
I really do think artists get some of the worst advice.
Yeah, you just need to limit your chances.
Limit your chances.
That's how you're going to make it. You need to completely limit your percentage chance of making it, doing what you're doing.
And I feel like some people feel that way. They're like, you know what, you want to be a comedian. Why are you in the Midwest and why aren't you in Chicago or at least Kansas City or something?
Yeah. And
it's like, because I don't want to work 80 hours a week.
Yeah. Why are you driving a Toyota Tacoma? That's when the going after people during when you disagree with them comes into play. That's when it's allowed. When they give you dumb advice, then you're allowed to attack their appearance or their money.
It's like, or when you get subpar service at a vape shop.
Yes.
From a 22-year-old.
And then you got to call them a couple times to let them know that they're working a menial job.
I'm just be like, hey, like I haven't used the word, hey man, reality check in ever. Like, I don't know why. And then, like, I got this, like, sense of, like, I feel really guilty when I call people out on their bullshit. And I was telling Izzy about this last night. I think it's because anytime I've ever called someone out on their bullshit, it's always been a girlfriend. And usually the follow-up is, I'm going to drive my car into a bridge.
Yeah.
And so I feel weird about it. But it's like, no, sometimes people are just assholes.
Yep.
And do you feel empowered to call someone out when they're being a fucking dick?
You know what? Never. Honestly, like it might feel good in the thought process and like gearing up to do it, but then when you do it, you're just like, I still kind of feel the same, and I didn't get any points. No one's like giving me a claim for it. Nobody's clapping. You know, even when I've stood up for employees at a place when someone was treating them like shit, it's not like they were thankful or anything. Like you see on the media and stuff. You know, somebody getting mad at a KFC Taco Bell employee, and then somebody else steps in to put them in their place. Nobody's thanking you. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, no, and you have to sit with what you just did and hope that your words, your angry, hateful words, positively affected somebody.
Yeah, and then you've got to...
It's not a gamble I want to make.
You've got to continue to show your face at these places again, too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's the worst part about it, too.
I remember
hopefully they forget. Hopefully this person stops working there.
That's one time I did swear off somebody. I was going through something, man. I was at the last place that was open. I hadn't had any hot food all day. I'd worked like 9 or 11 hours. And I'm like, this is my last chance to eat hot food today.
That'll do it too when you're hungry.
Yeah, they serve it to me cold, and they won't give me a remake on it because I didn't have a receipt, because no one has a receipt. And
Check the cameras, dude. I was just here.
yeah, like look at the fucking log. Like just ask the lady who helped me out 10 minutes ago, like 4 minutes ago. It's and so I said suck a dick, and I was like, dude, I can't go back there ever again. I told a gay guy to suck a dick. He doesn't know which way I swing. He could be crying.
Yeah.
And then I went back like a couple weeks later because I was fucking hungry. He did not recognize me at all, and I'm like, oh, either he forgets shit or this man gets fucking told to suck a dick so often he doesn't remember when it happens. Like people are just like, fuck you, you suck. And I'm like, I don't want to contribute to that.
What I will say about those places too, when that happens, these people are not only are they used to some of this stuff, but we forget that there's a lot more that they notice going on behind the scenes here. So he probably wasn't even looking at you and noticed you come in. They're very aware at these places, so he probably just chose not to say anything or give a shit or react to it.
Yeah,
because they know if they react, that's going to be an issue in some way. It's going to go south for them, and they already don't like being there. You know what I mean? So he could have already known.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
I mean? So maybe
I should watch my back.
Maybe some respect for that. Honestly, that he chose to take the high road and just do his job.
Yeah, personally, because I don't curse at a lot of 6'10" black dudes.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I try not to. I try to stay within the wheelhouse of like height and size and color scheme.
Yeah, colors.
Limits my chance of a violent physical altercation.
Oh my god, dude!
Not that I can't hold my own or anything like that, but
it's
the less violent things I can get into, the better.
Oh, because that's the thing, man. Is like it's not as simple as I was defending myself. It's like, no, you're gonna go to court if they want to take you to court. Like if they can get a scent that you have money, they will be like, no, he hit me first. Yeah. And then you'll have to go spend, $8,000 fighting that for 3 weeks of your life and waiting 4 months for it to be over, and then probably a no contact order in there somewhere.
Nobody wants to go to court. Nobody wants things on their record. It gets marked down that you even had to go, which is an issue. Okay,
dude. I remember this one chick. I went on. I don't know. I think maybe I saw her twice.
Yeah,
but she was like, hey, so after the second time we hung out, she was like, hey, so if you look at my record, I want you to know that, I'm not a bad person. All that's in the past. So I go and I look up her rap sheet on the court's website, and it was 3 pages long.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
People forget that you can go look up the names.
Oh yeah, your state
see their
has
whole record.
State here courts online, so California courts online, and you can just see what anyone has done.
Do you know how many potential relationships you just ruined?
Oh yeah,
by teaching everyone how to
do background check,
research this. Oh yes, you've created a lot of tribulations in people's life just now.
Anything where it's ever like, someone's like watching this with their girlfriend and sweating.
Oh, they're both looking up each other's records right now.
Parking tickets, huh? You got arrested because you didn't want to pay those?
Yes, don't play that game, everybody. Be careful. Make sure that that's really what you want to see. Okay.
Dude, you ever have like a girlfriend tell you a weird story? Like one of the weird stories I remember. We're about at time. We can shoot death camp right quick. But,
yeah, we're gonna do a new death camp.
But she was like, when I was a kid, my house burnt down, and my family in the fire department always blamed me.
Whoa, I didn't see where that was going with that. Holy shit, dude. Just like your record, there's some things that should be let alone.
Yeah.
Okay, that you shouldn't disclose so soon. That might be one of them.
Yeah.
I'd wait a few years into the relationship to divulge that information.
I don't know if I would. Yeah, build up that trust where it's like, because after she told me that, I was like, a
lot of questions pop up.
I mean, not really, because I was really trying to see the best in this person, because they'd like open a vein and like be like, I need someone like
True.
Once every few months.
True. Well, I don't know, man. I've read Firestarter. Okay, so I'm questioning the telepathy. If she can kinetically start fires with her mind. That would be my first worry.
She probably could.
Yeah, that might be it.
Oh, she can definitely ruin my day without me even being awake. That was her superpower.
That's the superpower. Yep.
Is I would wake up. Like I would regain consciousness in the middle of an argument, and I'm like, wait, where did we start?
Oh yeah, she's almost like a scanner.
Yeah.
Scanners.
She was implanting the
Cronenberg.
dream. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you know what? I wish we talked about this. Maybe we can do a little minute.
We'll leave off on the scanners.
But you got into the Trancers movies, and maybe we could talk about those on our next. We're doing a big movie episode that we're recording for next week. I think Saturday, because we have Seth and I have Killers of the Flower Moon, and you can talk about that too, and the movie Killer, which you could watch.
Oh, yeah,
you don't have Netflix, do you?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Okay,
If it's on another service, we can. I'll find it.
It's Netflix exclusive, but we'll get you hooked up.
Okay.
We'll figure something out. And I would love to talk to you about Trancers and Trancers 2, because those are some of my favorite
And
movies.
Trancers 1.5.
Yeah, City of Angels.
City of Angels, which was my favorite entry between the two, honestly.
It's the best looking, I think.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
But it's more or less, and this will be probably re-explained on the next show, but it's about a cop who has to time travel, but the only way to time travel in this universe is by sending your soul into the body of one of your ancestors.
Going down the line.
Going down the line. They've got all this cool lingo. The fucking detective's name is Jack Death.
Very sci-fi, pulpy.
Yeah, it's like if you were like, I wish Blade Runner was made for $100,000.
Yes, it's very close to what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. But,
mixed with Bill and Ted a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of big makeup and like fucking goofy set pieces.
I think George Carlin got his maybe inspiration for the character a little bit with the Tim Thomerson, maybe with the code and the slick back hair.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see if that lines up for me.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I just put that together too, which I'm now thinking about. Wow,
Man,
it's a good film. Yes, go see Trancers.
Oh, you know what's funny? Tim Thomerson is actually kind of a Comedy Store rat.
Really?
Yeah, he hangs out there. He's in the Comedy Store documentary.
I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
There's like a solid chance like him and Carlin were like buddies.
Homie, I need to see this thing because I'm a Thomerson guy now. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he had some comedy roots a little bit.
Maybe he does stand up, but like that wasn't ever referenced.
He should do it as the Jack Death character.
Hey, squids. Well, hey, thanks for listening to Piss Magazine, guys.
Yes, it was good to be back again and making my appearance back on Piss Magazine.
I know. Has it been two episodes in a row?
Yeah, you banned me from the show.
I mean, well, you just had to get your shit together, Emmett.
I did. I got out of the rehab facility. They only let me out to do death camp the last few weeks. So
it's really nice. I think it's nice we convinced them that this is work release.
Yes, they said as long as I'm drinking only liquid death and some Monster Energy drinks, I think they'll let me have a little bit more time out of the facility. It's been good. It's been good to be back here.
Good to have you back. At Piss Magazine on Twitter.
At Stone Fox Detroit.
Killpodcasters.com, baby, for all of our other shows. I hope you have a good week, and good night, Indonesia.
Yes, good night, Indonesia. We love you.